Hey everyone, this is Pete. Welcome back to New Game Plus and our playthrough of Project Zero on Nightmare. The story so far is that we have been trying to conquer the ghost list, but unfortunately last time around I discovered a little bit too late that it's not possible to go back and replay chapters until you've beaten Nightmare mode. So there's a few that we missed in the first chapter and we're going to have to go back and get at some point. Unfortunately, there's no means of doing that easily at the moment, so we're just going to have to leave them be for the minute. Continue on with this playthrough, and get as many as we can along the way. So, that is the plan for now. We're not actually doing too badly with the ghost list generally. So we're at 82%, that's 89 out of 108. Excuse me. As you can see, so there's a few we missed here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that we missed before the end of the chapter, I believe. And then there's a whole bunch at the beginning of this chapter, I think. So there's at least 5 we haven't seen here. So I'm going to continue trying to get as many as we can on this playthrough. And then last time I said I'd do an off-camera replay of chapter 1. That's not possible at the minute. But what will be possible is once we finish this run through, I can then go and play just chapter 1 again without a problem. So that's the plan, because I would like to try and see how we get on with S ranking some of the missions as well, which should be much easier with a fully powered up camera and all of the special abilities available, which is what clearing Nightmare mode should get us. So, we're going to have to be watching out very carefully for any additional ghosts who might be showing their faces along the way. And being as thorough as we possibly can. Although, thankfully, we now know that if I do mess things up, the opportunities of replay chapters will... See, there's one, for example. That one is one we can go back and get pretty easily. So, let's do that. Alright, let's try this again. So, take a photo here. Get all the stuff. And be ready to shoot the fucker who appears out here. Missed. Damn it. Well. Only one thing for it. I feel like I'm providing the authentic post-game experience right here. So, you know, if you were doing a replay of Project Zero yourself, fuck. What was I saying? Something about the authentic post-game experience. And if you were replaying Project Zero for yourself, this is exactly what you'd be doing. Gotcha, motherfucker. Right. Now, let's have all the goodies in here. Now, we could go through that secret door in the wall, but I have a feeling that this game's going to be set up in such a way that getting all of the ghosts that we're after is going to involve a bit of going a little bit off the beaten track and seeing what's going on in other areas of the mansion that you don't necessarily immediately need to go to. in a lot of cases in this game, if an area isn't immediately relevant for one reason or another, then it will actually lock those doors temporarily for that part of the narrative. So you won't find yourself running around too aimlessly, at least until the final chapter, where pretty much the whole mansion is available. Right, I will save, since we got that awkward first one. And there's something to take a picture of here, which is this doorway, I think. Yeah, that's right. So this will show us that on this door we have another one of the slidey symbol puzzles that we need to do later on. So, nothing else in here at the moment, I don't think. Although there is something over there from the look of things. Is that? Yes. And something over here, maybe. Or is that just the door she's looking at? I think it's just the door. Alright. On our merry way. I have got a can of Coke on the go, so there probably will be burps. I apologise in advance. Right, see there, that door is jammed shut, so we can't go through there at the minute because it's not immediately relevant to what we're doing. So, let us proceed on our way. Now, question is, should we go through the secret door now, or shall we go and get that symbol that we need? Let's check the garden first. Right, this is blind. This one... Oh, no. This one, if you run, she will hear you. But she can't see you because she's, well, you know, blind. The clue's in the name. And so you need to keep your distance, but you can't run. Because otherwise she'll come straight for you. And you don't want that happening, especially on nightmare mode. So, knock her back with some nice shutter chances like this. Use the sound... Make sure you know exactly where she is and take her out. Alright. So there are a few ghosts out here in the garden at various points. We definitely missed one last chapter. That shrine we don't go into until much later in the game. Now most of the... There we go. Did that not count? So, we may have made a mess of chapter 1, but that doesn't mean we have to mess up all the others as well. So... Oh, hold on, there were some items in here, weren't there? Oh, there goes the Coke. Right. So, bit of a rumble with blind first. That was easy enough, wasn't it? See, you stay quiet, you stay safe. Right, so, women hanging from tree. I think we need to get a little bit closer than we did this time. That thing there as well. And there was a spirit stone over here. These are going to come in very handy for some of the tougher fights later. Right, I'm ready for you, yay. There we are. So I think I mentioned this back in mission mode, but for Project Zero trivia fans, that ghost there is the same Yai who you spend most of the second game retracing the steps of. Which is a nice nod to continuity. They claimed when they were developing Project Zero 2 that they were unconnected with one another. But as the series has progressed, I'm not entirely sure if they just sort of retrofitted it in various ways, but the original intention was for them to just be sort of loosely related by sort of that feel of Japanese horror. But as time went on, there have been a lot of connections between all of them. So Miku shows up in the third game and the fifth game, for example. The maker of the camera obscura becomes quite a plot point in several of the other games. Project Zero 4, the Japanese-only one that came out on the Wii, that has a character who is a direct descendant of the maker of the camera obscura. So yeah, there's a lot of really interesting lore going on. Right. There is a thing. I think there's a stone mirror around the back of here as well, if I remember correctly. But we've already got one, so that's okay. Don't appear to be any ghosts in here. Which is nice. I'm going to go back and save, and then we'll continue on our way. Oh! Think I've already got him, actually. Doesn't hurt to get him again, though, because you get points for these ghosts, even if you've already got them in the ghost list. So, let's scroll down and see how we're doing. Crucified Man, Child on Porch we got. Still got 3 gaps there. So, Hanged Woman was one of them. So there's 3 more that we don't have yet. So, they will show up somewhere, I guess. Like I said last time, at the beginning of the... Oh, hello. Fuck. As I was saying, at the beginning of the game, the ghost list is reasonably chronological. But as each subsequent chapter gets a little bit more non-linear in terms of giving you choices in where to go, it gets a bit more challenging to determine where exactly the holes in your ghost list are, or rather when you need to fill out those spaces. Still, bit of trial and error never hurt anyone, so... Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh well, we know where a stone mirror is, don't we? I do really like that this is getting off topic a bit, but I do really like that Project Zero has been acknowledged in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So there are some spirits that you can get that are equipable. So there is the characters from Project Zero 2, and there is Yuri from Project Zero 5. I don't know if any of the others are in there, but definitely those two are in there, because those two games in the series in particular are associated with Nintendo platforms. But there's also... Damn it. I apologise for the constant interruptions, but, you know, this is how this game goes. Yeah, I was saying that Project Zero has some nice acknowledgements in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, including the spirits, and also an assist trophy of Yuri from Project Zero 5, Maiden of Blackwater. And that's a really cool one. She shows up, appears at the top of the screen, and the screen then goes all black and white and noisy, just like it does in the games when a ghost appears. And the camera obscura viewfinder starts bouncing around the screen and takes photos of you and stuns you if it hits you. It's really great. So it's nice. It's quite interesting to me how a horror series that was sort of so inextricably associated with PlayStation in its early days, despite having Xbox releases of the first two, I think, is now regarded as almost as a Nintendo game. I mean, it's very much outside Nintendo's normal wheelhouse of atmosphere and presentation and maturity and that sort of thing, but to be honest, over the last few years in particular, we've been seeing a Nintendo that is not keen to abandon its family-friendly reputation, but to branch out a bit and acknowledge the fact that there are more types of player out there than just kids. Right, I'm going to go up these stairs now and see if the creepy child crawls out. And I'm going to walk, because as we discovered in the first chapter, walking up or down the stairs actually allows you to respond a lot quicker if you need to turn around suddenly. Right, so that child doesn't appear until we've got the purple stone thing from in here. In fact, you know what? Just so we don't have to fight blind and photograph hanging woman again, I am going to go and save. Excuse me. We had a tin of beans, a curry, and a can of Coke today, so let's just say there are gale force warnings in effect. Right, onward. So, we go through here. Did I get the spirit stone over there? I think I did, didn't I? Doesn't hurt to check. Oh, camera angles. Yeah, nothing there. Right, nothing to photograph in here. But there were some items. So, sacred water, that's a full heal. Stone mirror we don't need, do we? No, not the minutes. Worth remembering that's there though. Right, and now we need to be prepared for that crawling child. I think it appears when we... The observatory man we have. But we got him anyway, so... Let's just take it slowly going this way. And hopefully... So she comes out of there. So is it going to be easier if we're on this side of the stairs, maybe? Let's try it. Oh, you don't even have to be on the stairs. Oh, we missed her! No, no, no. Right, well, we know what's up this time. So we can go straight where we're going and be ready for her. So, off to get the things from this bit. This area, rather charmingly called the Abyss. Which is nice. Usually reserve that title for my toilet after a particularly heavy night, but... well, I guess if you have a seemingly endless misty lake in your back garden, you may as well call it something like the Abyss. Particularly if your mansion is built on a portal to hell. Spoilers, I guess. But, you know, you're watching the post-game. Observatory man. And annoying crawling girl. This time I'm ready for you. This time... Gotcha. You know what we're going to do now? We're going to go and save. Where does she fit in the ghost list, out of curiosity? Okay, so there's still these three here that we haven't got yet. So where does Man Before Door appear? The Demon Mouth, where's that? Oh, it's a boy, not a girl. I do apologise. Okay, so, well, we'll save and then we'll go and investigate where our missing little ghosts might be. So demon mouth. I think that might be... You know what? I'm going to start using multiple save slots, which will hopefully prevent the issue we had last time. So I just need to remember to use the... When I reload, to use the one with the latest time on it. So let's do that. As I was saying, the demon mouth. I think that might be the area we get to by going through that door with the symbols on it. So let's investigate back in here. And go through the secret door. Which I think we can right now. Can we? No. Okay, so we need to get the scroll to put there before we can do that. And so there is only one way we can go at the minute. Good to know. So now we've got the piece from the what is it? The abyss. We can take a look through here. Because the other thing that we need to find, if you remember from the photograph, is sitting on the side of a well. And there is a well in the back garden. There's also something here. Oh, another stone mirror. Again, worth remembering. Right, let's have a peek upstairs. I felt a jolt in the controller. Another one. Oh, I think it's you can probably just about hear it. The staticky noise coming from over here. There it is. I think that's what the jolts are coming from. I was just concerned that the jolts were indicating that there was a wandering ghost somewhere, but I don't think that's the case. And I believe, yeah, all these doors are shut at the moment. So no need to worry about them. Oh. Well. Bloody running ghosts. You're going to be the death of me. That wasn't intended to be an attempt at a bad pun, by the way. It's just... Like I said previously, there's kind of an odd sense of satisfaction to this game. It is frustrating when you miss one and have to go back and get it. I mean, you don't have to go back and get it, but... Yeah, it's satisfying when you do successfully manage to catch one that's been giving you trouble for a while. So, let's go and get the monk upstairs. And obviously not everyone is going to have the patience for this bullshit, but you can get through the game, you can enjoy the story, and you can have a good time without having to bother with any of this crap if you don't want to. It's only if you want to sort of get as much value out of this game as you possibly can that it's worth engaging with this stuff. And I like that. I like the fact that I like it when a game gives you options. Right, so... Little fucker is going to... No. Right, let's concentrate. We're going to get this little bastard. think part of the problem is when he appears, you seem to be facing the other direction from him, and I haven't quite determined... Yeah, that's... Wonder if you need to get the camera out beforehand. Let's try that. So like I say, I am having a good time doing this. These videos are probably the most challenging of the ones that I've got on the go at the minute in order to record and edit and so on. But they're also some of the most fun. I mean, there's going to be some entertaining stories come out of this playthrough, I feel. We've already got the tragic tale of Man in Closet, or whatever he was called. And it seems that Kid in Corridor is going to be a similar nemesis. Right, so what happens if I face this way with the camera out and then just sort of shimmy across here? She puts her camera down, you idiot! Right, one more try. In the meantime, I'm going to check if that one is even possible. Right, apparently, according to Online Wisdom, we are dealing with one of the most difficult to capture ghosts in the entire game right here. So, this is going to be our final challenge for this episode. However long it takes, we are going to get this ghost. Right, this time I'm going to run in. Oh, nearly. Nearly. That suddenly seems much more feasible. Probably getting sick of the sight of this room, aren't you? Well, I'm still having fun, I promise. So that seemed to be a pretty sound strategy. It's just keep running until you're in line with that corridor that the kid's running down. And then you just got to be really fast off the mark with the camera. Alright, so run. And camera. And got him! Oh, got her. Right. I'm going back to save, and we are calling that a day there. Because, oh my god. So, we'll continue these shenanigans next time. Uh-oh. After we fight Broken Neck. A very high HP Broken Neck. Still down in 2 hits though. Very nice. Well then. Door of safety. Right. Well, with that, I will just say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. Be sure to check out moegamer.net for new articles on Japanese and Japanese-inspired video games, new and old, every weekday. Every month, Moe Gamer features an in-depth exploration of an individual game or series as its cover game, so be sure to check the archives to see if your favourite has had a deep dive yet. If you'd like to support the site directly, please consider becoming a patron or buying me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.